Jermall Charlo, Sergey Derevyanchenko. That's what we're talking about. Was it a smart business move? Was it a duck? That's what we're talking about right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A. Ready, talk boxing. Let's get into it. This video this segment, actually I should say, came to me as just actually like right now. I was, making these little segments, getting ready for the Lomachenko fight, looking up boxing notes, and it just kind of like hit me, I was gonna make a triple. I still got a Triple G and Canelo and Danny Jacobs little thing to come out. Now I wanted to talk the top 5 middleweights instead of putting it all into one. I'm gonna break it down so you guys won't be so bored and drag it out. So and just all of a sudden, it hit me. Did Jermall Charlo duck Sergey, or was it a business move? And the reason why I say that, I couldn't find the WBC rankings, but Jermall Charlo is now the interim WBC champ, and no one ever kind of questioned, okay, why? Remember, he moved up in weight. The belt he dropped was the IBF, and when he dropped the belt, he moved up in February 2016. He fought in July. So I believe it's 16, but he dropped it in February. He fought in July. And when he moved up to middleweight, the belt, usually when a champion drops their belt, he's given the opportunity to fight either number 1 contender or real close to it. Now, you could argue, when he moved up from 154 to 160, he dropped his IBF belt. He was number 3 in the IBF. And I couldn't go back in history. The WBC page doesn't allow you, like the other organizations, to go back in time to see the rankings. It's only current. But at the time, we know he fought number 1 Sebastian Highland. So I'm taking a guess he was somewhere in the top 3, maybe 4. But I'm saying maybe it was Highland, Jacobs, Charlo. Highland, Charlo, Jacobs. That's if I was to take a guess. I don't. If you guys recall the rankings when he moved up for the WBC, please list it down below. But he fights Jorge Sebastian in July 29th for the number 1 contender. And also listed for the IBF, it was number 1 Toriano Johnson, number 2 Sergey, number 3 Charlo. And remember, Sergey and Toriano had a fight, and they became the number 1. So it makes you wonder, why didn't Charlo stay the IBF route if number 1 and 2 was already fighting? He was 1 fight away from becoming a mandatory, just like he was 1 fight away in a WBC from becoming a mandatory. Because Toriano Johnson and Sergey, they fought in August. He fought in July. But still, it was 1 fight. Did he want to hurry up and get active? You could say he wanted to get active. It's not a duck, just a smart business move. Like I said, I'm not saying he ducked him. It's just, that's what my job is to do here. I'm the host of a show who talks boxing, give out topics, give out ideas, such a little brain nuggets. It's weird. It's very weird. Like I said, I never heard no boxing, anything on YouTube, the boxing community, no one ever mentioned, hey, he's the IBF champion at 154, drops the belt, but he fights the WBC bracket. Why didn't he fight like any other champion? With Terrence Crawford, he drops his belts. He's going for the WBO. Obviously, it's top rank. That's why he's going that way. But You go any champion. Terry Flanagan drops his belt. He's fighting for the WBO. It happens every champion. You fight. You drop your belt. You get it. You get that shot at the next champion or the number one contender. And right above Charlo was Johnson and Sergey already fighting for that number. So he was in line to fight that winner to become number one. But he fought Sebastian Jorge, who came in damaged goods. Did he know he was going to come in damaged goods? Of course not. Now, did he know who was the easier fight, Sebastian or Sergey? Of course. Or did you say Toriano or Sergey? Of course. You know, playing the odds. Were there any high odds that Toriano was going to beat Sergey? I don't think there was. I think the high odds were Sergey was going to win that fight. So again, smart business move or duck. You know, I'm only talking about Jermall Charlo because he's a hot topic. Like I said, do I think he's one of the elites in the middleweights? Absolutely. I think he smashes a lot of people. It just makes me wonder, why didn't he fight the bracket he gave the belt up for? Mr. A's thoughts. What do you guys think? Was it a smart business move or a duck? Did he duck Sergey? Or a smart business and just go fight the weaker competition? Like I said, he fought number one Sebastian. He could have had the number one fight against Sergey, the winner. His next fight, he fights Hugo Santino. Obviously, that's mandated. It wasn't his choice. You know, he didn't. I don't think he wanted to fight him. But like I said, did he duck Sergey or just smart business advisements? Thank you for your support. New viewers, hope you become new subscribers. Let's go for a 10 thumbs average. See you on the next one.